Audio recording. Audio? Okay.
Und Video.
And video.
And video.
Both. Wow, cool. Okay.
We can choose whatever we want.
It's not on both.
Both is on, but we use what we want.
Okay, it's on now.
Yes.
Wow, okay.
We can record for hours.
So it's a happy new year.
To you too.
Happy New Year.
2020.
2020.
Sounds like science fiction.
So, yes, it does. It feels like a new age is upon us. It is. Yes, 2020.
And how to get through the child laboring process, like the birth canal and like arriving in another dimension.
That's called life. Life is just an effortlessly gliding ocean. We are just dolphins in it. And we can either choose to fall in love or to rise in love.
Nice introduction.
Yes.
Let's use this for the title, no?
Yes.
Yeah, you like the concept because you felt like there is a void of words, or what, to explain what's happening?
Yes, I feel like it's a void of words that must be consumed by exquisite poetry.
To fill the void.
Yes, to fill and feel the void.
Poetry is your playing field. Huh?
Yes,
like,
that's my playing field.
But I like to play with words as well. So
Yes.
yeah. But I've never considered it to be poetry or literature or whatever. It's just
insane fragments of your mind.
yes. Absurd combinations of words.
Yes.
Sometimes. Just accessing this potential of like to be really funny or to like be really absolutely true or whatever. Like, or just totally nonsense to force a laugh or to create a laugh.
And where is silence then?
Scary place, huh? That's
Yes.
the thing in between. Huh?
Yes, it's a scary place to be in.
Yeah, there's a lot of tactics to avoid the silence. Huh? Like,
But why don't you embrace the silence?
because we grew up learning that it's not a part of us.
Yes.
When we explore the world, we get fooled by like the being of our goddess mother,
Mm-hmm.
and we think we kind of belong with that.
Yes.
Then I guess we're really shocked to find out that these boobs belong to mama and not to me. Then we put a label on it, huh?
Yes.
Okay, now mama is a thing outside of us.
Mm.
And then there's maybe the void, and then it's a question, what does the
Yeah.
young one do? Huh?
Yeah.
Is this now part of me, or is it part of the outside? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
And we have labels for everything.
Yeah.
In a way, we have a lot of labels.
Yeah. And the language in between those labels is silent. Some might call it.
Yeah, someone put the labels there, and you can observe the one who is like
Yeah.
looking after those labels. You can remove labels also.
Yes. It's a shift of consciousness all the time.
Yeah, and then you do this for a while, and then you just remove the one who is removing stuff.
Yes.
What's left then? Huh?
What's left then? Yes.
Maybe another tactic. We have good onion layer defense mechanisms.
Maybe only death and silence.
I consider myself to be like an enthusiast on that scale, so I would try off to jump to something that feels much better than this awkward silence.
Awkward silence.
Yeah, it's like
Yes.
so escaping it while with the tactic to not look at something that feels like maybe not so good, but always strive to do something, some cherry on
But
top of the cake.
But if you want to rise in love or to fall in love, you need the silence, right? To make it something pure, make it something part of the moment that inspires the world to dwell not in moving forward, but to stand still and look closely to the other one.
If you're brave enough to have like one foot in this stillness dimension,
Yes.
like, and to feel your body like at the same time, maybe, then you're in two dimensions.
Yes.
I think that the silence, from what I read or what I hear or experience, is what's connecting us. That's where the unity is like happening.
Mhm.
As from there is this one consciousness and unlimited amounts of observers, in a way. You make a new experience and you create a new observer.
Yes.
You've fallen in love for several times and you've made some bad experiences, for example, and you have an observer that is very critical of like getting in touch closer with other people, being intimate or like authentic,
Mhm.
intimate. And a lot of intimacy can lead to sexual stuff even. Like
Yeah. Lots of confrontations there.
And we have some primal
Lots of
dimension also, you know,
confrontations.
it's
Yes. We have
also
so much primal.
yeah, we can be, like, but if we are afraid to have a foot in the primal dimension,
Yes.
it's gonna bite us in the ass if we
Yes.
want to stay silent, for example.
Yes.
Suddenly,
And to only observe,
yeah.
to not be part of life, you know.
No, I don't have testicles.
I know.
I need to meditate.
I need to meditate to calm my sexual needs.
And then you fracture yourself, like,
Yes.
and you're not fully human.
Yeah. So there are a lot of dimensions, and you always have to have your feet in all of the dimensions.
That's the yoga in a way, like in how many feet you have.
Yeah,
Can
how
you
many
split-
feet you have.
Can you split your consciousness
Yes.
in between?
That's why
dimensions,
I'm searching for friends all around the world to become one with me and to have so that I can have extra feet, so I can conquer the world, conquer myself in this
From
life.
out of the silence, in a way.
Yes.
Through the silence.
Through the silence.
Okay.
Like when I was young, I was depressed and I didn't know how to talk with girls, you know, because I had no foot in silence and I had no foot in the dimension of primal behavior.
Yeah.
So I was like fucked up. and then through meeting friends all around the world, I decided to like, wow, they are one with me, you know, I'm not alone. And then I could have step into these dimensions that could give me so much power, so much understanding, so much knowledge of myself. That I was always loving myself. That I was always a primal being that loved to meet girls, and I should not be afraid. I should not be afraid to jump ahead and dive in the silence and dive in my primal needs, because that is where the pure magic happens.
I mean, that's all there, and it's like the resistance is what causes the pain, like when we
Yes.
resist.
Oh wow, yes.
Like this is like causing friction and tension. It cannot just pass through you, like the child is crazily anxious and
Yes.
hair tearing apart, and then there's this toy driving by and puts him in a and it's gone. Yeah, he releases everything, and we hold on for it for weeks, months, years, like lifetime in a sense.
Yeah.
And we have this capacity, like the child, to just let it go in each moment. Huh?
Yeah.
But
Just
we hold on to these stories, like I'm depressed about not speaking to the woman, you know, like. But there's like 4 million of them to practice.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank God for strangers. Like you can meet a sparring partner.
They begin like strangers all the time.
You can meet a sparring partner every time.
Yes,
every
even
moment.
your mom.
Yeah.
But okay, so that's the difference. That's the difference between falling in love and rising through love. It's like falling in love is like binding you to feelings, to like that one person who you love, to that butterflies in your chest who makes you feel, wow.
And it's so romantic. And
romantic.
And it's so not true. Huh?
And rising in love is more the conscious act of falling in love. It's like the more conscious act of like, okay, I feel these vibrations with this person. If I step into the silence dimension and in the primal dimension and in some other dimensions, maybe I can let this act happen. I can fall in love through consciously choosing to rise in love, and then you bind these together. I think
you cannot look for security, but falling in love will happen as long as it has to, in a way.
Yes.
When there's some parts of you will not take responsibility for, and you don't know of them because they're subconscious, you have certain blind spots.
Ah, yes.
And on that party you resonate with somebody who will make sure that your pain body is kind of stimulated with that blind spot, and you will not know really where it comes from, and it will pull curtains beneath your feet. You have no clue that you were standing on a curtain.
Yeah. You will be swept away in the wind of love.
Most people have that experience already, and it's just you can get depressed if you think, okay, that's the thing. It's never gonna change, you know. If like,
but can
if
we
you
not
hold on to those experiences?
Yes.
You can close off to women, you know. Women can close off to men. You know, it happens. Can be good for some time, you know, like to feel yourself for the first time, maybe, and then open yourself up again. But we're depriving ourselves of what we really need, and this is authentic connections, intimacy, and so on.
And all these sheets, all these forgotten feelings inside our bones, they also have a choice. They also have a voice, you know. They want to be heard. They want to be understood. They want to let you live life, and not forgetting that you have ground beneath your feet.
Yeah, I mean, this stuff is vibrating all the time, you know. People are afraid of doing like shadow work or integration because they think, when I look at it, I get more of it. Yeah,
yes, that's bullshit.
That's bullshit, because it's sabotaging, you know, or influencing your life all the time.
Yes.
You meet those people that would abuse you again in a way, on some level, physical or emotional, it doesn't really matter. But to look at it and take responsibility for it, do some completion process, or
it's like in my head I established two kinds of frictions, and friction is what people want in life all the time, and to become better in themselves. Even if they say that they don't want to become better, they want to become better, and that's why friction is so important. And you have friction that inspires and friction that attacks. Look at wars and stuff.
Pain, I mean.
Pain.
Pay attention, integrate now.
Like when I say to you, oh, your hands are ugly, that is friction, like attacking. But you can also have friction of inspiring, like your hands are beautiful. And then and then I reach the same result, you know. I reach the result that your consciousness is shifting towards your hands. And then your hands become more better. Because I trained your consciousness. I enveloped a piece of your consciousness to dwell to your hands.
You can make an invitation in a way.
Yes.
To revisit that.
Can we visit that?
I mean, when we still fall in love, we look for these outside saviors, or like the ones who did this to us. Like we blame them in a way. And there's a lot of stuff we need to forgive ourselves first, and then we can like go out there and resolve it in the outside, not the other way around. And then there will become like, when do you rise in love? Like, you can pretend to do it. Let's do it, and still fall in love in that sense. You will only experience it when you no longer crave for something from the outside.
Oh, beautifully said. Yes. No longer crave for anything of the outside. But how do you do that?
Self-love.
Self-love. That you will meet someone, and when you fall in love with them, you fall in love with yourself.
Now, like, there's this craving, like, to be loved, and that's not really possible. Like, we are kind of unlovable when we even go there.
Yeah.
And we resonate with love when we can express it also. So we have to embody it first, in a way.
Yeah.
Be able to generate that vibration ourselves.
Yes.
And that's a far fetch from somebody who is completely miserable right now. No?
Yes.
But we pick them up one by one and getting them to a different vibration state. They need to do the work. But rising in love, like it's where falling in love is no longer a thing. It's not even
Yes.
it's not even a threat.
Really, yes, it's not a threat.
No.
Well, beautifully said, yes.
So all you can do is to rise in love when
Yes.
you get to the perspective.
Because
that
you trust yourself.
Yes.
You have only bravery inside of you.
yes.
And you just go for it.
And you see the same seed in the other person as well.
Yes.
Like, and even if they still like struggle, or you discover something more. You don't look through it through these old lenses.
No.
This is easily like getting one step further. Like,
Yeah, this is easily passed aside because one of the partners is truly rising in love, so the other person can get inspired, and then
it's about disidentification also. So you can say to that woman that's in her chaos in a way, hey, that's not you.
Yeah.
I know you, and this is not you. So you cannot hurt me from
Yeah.
where you are right now.
Oh, that takes a lot of courage.
Yes, but this is like there's some divine masculine stuff going on inside of as well.
Yes.
Like we're the ones can pull it off. you know?
Yeah.
They want to fly high, and they need someone to hold the line also for them. They need someone to trust if they disregard safety. They can fly high.
Yeah, now you're talking about male energies and female energies swirling inside each of one of us. Yes, that's a different dimension altogether.
Yeah, but it's happening at the same time.
Yes, it's happening at the same time. All of these dimensions clashing and clashing again.
Yeah, so reaching a point to be able to rise in love and not to cause more pain. Like this is like a good milestone, you know, when you
Yes.
know that I know myself enough that I don't create more pain
Yeah.
in the world.
Just endless freedom, no boundaries, where you can just open the window of
Some
pure.
old shit might hit you still, you know, but just get to the point where you're sure you don't create more pain, you know, in the future.
Yes.
Moving forward, authenticity is like the key, you know, like it will protect you from in a way everything, you know, like hey, I'm a sloppy lover, but please love me, you know, like
Yes.
it can, when you can surrender with your anxiety or whatever, just be authentic with it, like and then there is no resistance. Then there is no need for pain. And
Yeah.
we can relieve those old patterns where we focused our
Well,
attention so
there
much.
is pain, because on the other side of pain is our dreams, but the pain is diminished before it started. It is like a silent treatment of your soul without you even knowing it, because you are rising in love. So all the love stands in front of you and dwells around you.
The energy flows where the attention goes.
Yes. And then
When you focus on your pain, sure, you can feed it.
Yes.
You can feed it, you make it big, you can tell your friends, you know. Yeah. But
So
it's
pain is still there, but it still does not have a clutch on you.
no, suffering is optional.
Yes. You can make it very easy in your life. Remember, you can make it very easy in your life.
Just like and subscribe, no.
And share. Share the feelings of love and kindness and passion all around, because you know we want to become better in ourselves, and we always think that we need pain to do that. But who cares about pain anymore? We are now in a new age, 2020, and the revolution starts. Like the politics, the world is going to solve the problems of plastic in the sea, and there's still hope. There's hope to do anything of this shit, as long as we put the past behind us, and put pain in a corner of our minds, that we are still conscious about it, we are not feeling it, because we are so much in love with the world. Like in the past, we maintained this idea of democracy, like that we all had an equal right to share our beliefs, to share everything inside of us, but this was just a belief. And now in this new age of 2020, it becomes not a belief, it becomes an identity. It becomes a being that just expresses fully who we are. So we are not waiting, we are not believing, we are taking action. We are there where love resides. It is not a matter
Well
of
said.
choice anymore, it is a matter of being.
Yeah, it has to express itself in a way, and find a body in a way.
Yeah.
And when the earth changes, you know, a lot of things get shaken up,
Yeah.
usually, yeah. Historically also. Like, let's be part of it and create some new culture.
I will shake on that. Beautiful.